Good morning. It's Monday, February 13th, and that means two things. It is definitely too late for you to make any kind of reservation for dinner for tomorrow. You should just settle for cooking something at home. DM me for recipes. And it's time for the lighting industry news brief, and that's brought to you by KeystoneTech.com and their XFit canopy fixtures. And you know what they've got? Power select, color temperature select, a photo cell that is built in, a port for sensor capabilities, an amazing fixture bracket for hands-free installations. This is great for your parking garages, for your walkways, for your overhangs. It is light made easy, which is KeystoneTech.com. And into the news, the State of the Union does highlight projects under the CHIPS Act that seem to be building momentum for semiconductor production stateside. SKYX will be buying Bellamy. This is a smart plug company buying residential lighting and home decor e-commerce brands. The GSA has opened an innovation lab. You might remember that the GSA produced that really good study about employee productivity with the red and blue lights that change with time. They're going to be doing a lot more of that. Isn't that interesting? Igor has sold to a group of foreign investors. They make PoE stuff. Canada is funding rare earth processing in Saskatchewan to the tune of $5 million. It turns out that some decorative LEDs won't meet DOE regs. These are probably frosted, probably low output, and probably small. The IES Illumination Awards is open for submissions. The entry period closes on the 17th. CED's Sarnik branch burned down, and then they closed the deal on buying Aroostook Electric Supply. They're based out of Maine. So you win some, you lose some. The U.S. Lighting Group is broadening their business into pre-made fiberglass homes. AMS Osram has issued their Q4 results with €1.7 million in revenues. LSI's got their Q2, net sales up 16%, Acuity's up 10%, Orion's revenues are down $10 million compared to last year, but that's still $20 million in for a quarter, more than I make. Legrand has issued their full year reports from last year. Sales are up 19%. On Semi has exceeded their Q4 expectations with $2 billion in revenue. The U.S. trade deficit has hit a new record, with foreign-made lighting being cited as part of the problem. Legrand has partnered with Microband on germless switches. We have a comparison from the DOE on commercial energy use across state lines. See how your state ranks in terms of consumption. We have a 12-year-old girl in Benton, Arkansas, celebrating her 15,000th donated nightlight. She is spreading lighting to foster children. And the cost of a single lumen is down by 99% if you start measuring in the 14th century. It's progress, though. Really good for all of us. In legal briefs, Future Electronics' CEO has been accused of statutory rape. Robert Miller has stepped down while Montreal police investigate what really went down with him. Scott's Miracle-Gro, a provider of horticultural equipment of all kinds, is pushing for federal cannabis legalization. And Hubble Lighting has accused Melasgar of breach of contract. This is a countersuit in the ongoing case. In rep agency news, Neo Architectural will be repping for Louis Paulson. CNO has bought NRG. Wattstopper has switched reps in SoCal. Genlight has picked Color Kinetics in New Mexico and El Paso. Visual Interest is expanding into New Mexico. And Core Central is spinning off their controls business into its own company. In events news, Lightovation is open for registration. Tickets and hotel rooms are ready for the June event. Lightfair and the IALD have selected their immersive installations exhibitors, so 7 vendors getting some special space on the show floor. We have a webinar on circadian lighting design strategies on the 23rd, presented by LDNA. We have the 10th annual Women in Cybersecurity open for registration. The event will take place on March 16th through the 18th. Reckolite is hosting a remanufacturing conference in April. The IES annual conference has named a theme and called for speakers. The theme is lighting responsibly, and the speakers, those applications are open for the month. And we have a webinar on the 15th from the IDA on light justice. In IoT news, IOXT is beginning to certify building network controllers. We have the Hubei province beginning a smart infrastructure project in Honggang City. We have deep learning coming to lighting controls from the Yellow River Conservancy Technical Institute. New math for new lighting controls plants. We have a new automated switch company, SolarMe, created by an Army veteran. Digital Twin and OPC have started a new liaison in industrial IoT. And Enterprise IoT Insights, the publication, will no longer publish. It's all over. In market predictions, we have 7% growth for LED poultry lighting, 23% for vertical farming equipment, $390 million in value predicted for thin light box market, and we have 7% gains in emergency lighting. In R&D, we have a new acrylic that absorbs, amplifies, and redistributes daylight. So it's a lamp that doesn't need any electricity. Doesn't work at night, though. Office occupants do not significantly benefit from dynamic lighting. They like it, but the study we were looking at shows that they weren't more alert, they didn't sleep better, and their moods weren't any better. We do see lighting as a factor in improving ADHD symptoms. We also have a new measurement for light leakage in fiber daylighting. So if you're using PMMA fiber optics, you need to keep your beam angle short. If it's more than 13 degrees, you're just losing light. Daylight does improve recovery times in cardiac ICUs. We have a Norwegian fish farm developing salmon-centric lighting. And Cornell U has a new plan to extract rare earths with microbes. In dark sky news, the Czech Republic will be enforcing new light pollution laws in March. Disrupted circadian rhythms lead to disruptions in hormonal rhythms. We have a Danish company designing a stump lamp to limit light pollution. We have gene expression having day and night variation. Light pollution is extending allergy season, but that's fine because we can reverse it. We have sleep studies not really considering bedrooms as a multifunctional space, and that's going to be more and more of an issue. Australia is looking for feedback on their new national light pollution guidelines for wildlife. Hendersonville, North Carolina has approved lighting ordinances with regard to bug ratings. We have London's light pollution being so bad that it can actually run solar panels at night. Take that, AstroTurfs from the fossil fuel industry. Durango, Colorado has begun their dark sky program. Qualicum Beach will be dimming lighting at night. Goleta, Santa Barbara, California's street lighting is definitely too bright. And Bob Vila thinks you should be putting your Porsche lighting on sensors and timers. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org, we have the best lighting design for retail. Are solar carports your next product? 5 reasons energy infrastructure needs to be invested in right now. We have how to use the DLC QPL. We have darkness as a resource. We have the question of does Homebridge still matter now that we have matter? The Wisconsin Lighting Lab is talking about responding to supply chain for the past few years. We have passing the torch on efficiency from lighting to appliances, and the ancient value of night restoration. In horticultural news, Fluence has partnered with a Dutch floriculture brand. In local news, I-20 in Irondale, Alabama is replacing 199 lamps. Monroe, Michigan is converting to LED. Penn State's retrofitting their lighting. BC's Lower Mainland and Vancouver Island are suffering from Acuity's phosphor failures. Milwaukee, Wisconsin's lamp posts are shocking dogs. You can guess why. Poolsville, Maryland has launched a new LED program. Coos County, Oregon is offering no-cost lighting retrofits to businesses. Final cost on fixing the Minnechaug School was $100,000. You remember that school. It was on SNL. $7 million in funds for roads in Miami-Dade County. We have new renovations going to Flint, Michigan schools. Tupelo City Council is planning $500,000 in renovations just to their own buildings. Champaign, Illinois is going to be bringing new lighting to Garden Hills. And the Potawatomi Nation in Nebraska has requested a release of funds for lighting. In the UK, their national highways will be fully over to LED by 2027. In People News, David Lupke has joined Lamps Plus as CMO. Smart Vision Lights has promoted Nick Dornbos as sales manager. Capco Metal Stamping has hired Mike Schering as their VP of manufacturing. Antonia Fonovics has started work as a business development manager at Zumtobel. And the WEEF has hired Ben Kessing as managing director. In things you can build, well, we've got a test for commercial UV devices. We have an LED strip clock. We have a glitter lamp you can make. We have hacking ambient fair lighting. And Windows 11 will have their own onboard native RGB controls for your computer. Glowy bits. Also, 17 parks in Tokyo will be offering toilet-based light shows starting in Shibuya, and Wendy's is selling a lamp. It looks like a mushroom melt. Because. Until next time, I've been Scott Wachter. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Nailed. Thank you to Keystone. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the music. See ya.
Next to me. I'm trying to feel you on my skin. Just like a memory. From a life I never lived. Oh, baby, you got me high like a satellite. Rainbow around you in the nighttime. You drink me dry like a creek wine. All night till the sunlight in your eyes. I forget to breathe. Overwhelmed and unprepared. Just like a waking dream. I'm just happy that you're here. Oh, 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 baby, you got me high like a satellite. Rainbow around you in the nighttime. You drink me dry like a creek wine. All night till the sunlight in your eyes. What would I do if you were gone? Oh, don't talk like that, it feels so wrong. I'd be a memory of myself. Oh, baby, you got me high like a satellite, revolving around you in the nighttime. And you drinking me dry like a great wine. All night till the sunlight is in your own. Baby, you got me high like a satellite, revolve around you in the nighttime. Made you drinking me dry like a Greek wine. All night till the sunlight is in your eyes. Till the sunlight say